Hello, my dear addict friends. My name is Emily Sussman, and welcome back to my universe of true love here. We are in a very different setting today than we typically are for these self reflection exercises that are meant to make up your journey deep into the heart of true love, which basically just means your these are exercises that are designed to get you in touch with the love inside you, the true love inside you that then you bring out to the world around you, to connect to the world around you, which then makes you feel terrific, full of love, and certainly full of self love and self respect and self care and all those wonderful things that we humans are capable of feeling inside ourselves, but not without a little discipline, practice, and commitment, which is exactly what we're here to do today. And that's actually exactly why we are in this space right now, which is what I call my morning meditation space. You can't really see, well, I can help you see, but here I have a whole table full of materials. There's some this way too. My notebooks are over here. But activities that I do first thing in the morning, okay? I know you can't see this part, but my kitchen's over there. I come downstairs, I make my coffee, and then I come and sit directly down here. Usually it's actually completely dark out when I'm down here because I'm a freak and I get up at 5 or 5:30 to do all of this because I need to make the time. I need to make the space. And it just so happens for me, first thing in the morning, early morning before my day gets going, is really the only appropriate space to do it. And it works for my purposes because it helps to get me centered and grounded for the day in who I am and who I want to be and how I want my day to go. So I've been talking about it already, but this video, this assignment, if you will, is what I call the daily practice. And it is probably the centerpiece of your journey deep into the heart of true love, meaning this practice, this daily practice, is kind of like your ground control or like an air traffic controller, if you can picture that. This is the command center. What you come up with at this daily time and place is going to be basically your operating instructions for the day, hopefully. Again, putting the day in your control and setting the day up the way you want it to go. So that even as the day progresses and people, places, and things pull you in a million different directions, you can stay exactly where you want to be and do the things you want to do and be the person you want to be. So, the thing about a daily practice is that it's totally customizable. In addition to you choosing the time and place where you're going to do your daily practice, and it doesn't have to be the same all the time, it just happens to be for me because in my older age, I'm getting to be a creature of habit here. But like I said, mine includes some readings and some self-reflection, journaling, and that kind of thing, drawing in my case. But I'm going to show you, okay, so I'm psycho and I'm also a therapist and I'm also in recovery. So this is like on steroids. Whoops. What I'm about to show you is kind of like almost an exaggerated version of what a lot of people do. But hey, it's me, so it's just worth saying anyway because I got some pride in it. First reading I always do is 24 hours a day, which is an AA approved meditation book. I think it was written in the 50s with very higher power centered and sobriety centered daily meditations. This book has been so important in the development of my spiritual condition and spiritual beliefs. Just FYI, not trying to push that on you. I also read from this book called A New Day, which is something I was introduced to in the Marijuana Anonymous program. Just good daily recovery focused daily readings. There's that, also very higher power centered, but also like a little more therapeutic than your typical spiritual readings. Okay, then after that, I read this book called a page from The Secret Daily Teachings, which, if anybody of you know anything about the law of attraction and that whole phenomenon, which really is more of a reality, I think, than a phenomenon, this book is wonderful by Rhonda Byrne, giving you the principles of the law of attraction day by day, step by step. Love that. This is called The Daily Laws, and it is another daily meditation book based on the writings of this guy, Robert Greene, who wrote The 48 Laws of Power, The Rules of Seduction, The Laws of Human Nature, The Keys to Mastery. I don't know if you know Robert Greene or those books, but he's got a lot of wisdom and a lot of truth about how humans operate and how humans can maximally operate. So I love, love, love this book too. Again, these are just my selections. I'm just giving you examples of the kinds of readings you could make part of your daily practice. And then finally, I read a page out of this book, The Language of Flowers, which is like a different flower every day and giving you kind of like the historical context for it, some poetry, some beautiful old illustrations. This is just me because I love flowers. And for me, flowers are, nature is such a part of the self-love and self-care routines that I've developed. And part of what I see as the love in the world. So that's why that's important to me. Okay, all that having been said, then I jump over to kind of my more self-reflection activities. I have this big notebook that I use, and I do just like a combination of things. As you can see, I do writing, I do drawing, I do lettering, I do illustrations. I just do a lot of different things in here, and no, you can't read it because it is super private and crazy because it's the contents of my head every day. Wow, we're really going deep into it. I also have this planner that I use for something called my daily what I want list, which is basically day-to-day lists of what I want, bullet pointed. That is a whole separate self-reflection exercise that I will put in this section, Journey Deep into the Heart of True Love, because that is really worth doing too. I also I also have a very simple daily planner, which I really do use for planning, except that instead of my to-do list for like the 4 items a day you can put, kind of as your to-do list here, I tend to put like self-care activities instead of things that I need to do, because if I don't write them down here, I don't end up doing them. Things like take a walk, smell the flowers, feel the vibes. These are like really simple, kind of generic things that I always write in here. But I've found that I really am much more likely to do them when I write them down like this, instead of writing down like I used to, just all the things I had to do in the day. That just didn't inspire me very well. I recommend this journal. It's called The Self Planner by a company called Poquito, but no, they don't sponsor me. I don't have any sponsors. That's how you know everything I say here is authentic. So that's my daily practice. It has so much to do with sitting in this particular room, claiming this early morning space, and again, reading those things and doing this writing that really helps ground me in what I want and makes me feel like myself before the day takes me in a billion different directions. I really hope this has been helpful. Please feel free to develop your own daily practice based on your preferences, your interests, and of course, your availability. If doing this kind of thing is only possible at night, hey, it might help you sleep better, and there's so much value to that. in addition to having hopefully some carryover effects for the next day when you wake up. Please always feel free to reach out. Let me know how your daily practice is going. I love hearing people's ideas for how their daily practice develops. So please feel free to drop me some comments anytime. Emily at the Addict's Guide to the Universe.com. I'll see you later for more of our journey deep into the heart of true love.